We've looked at using the geometry manager and getting everything in the right place and looking good and all the rest. Now, what we need to look at is how can we actually get the data from the entry. So if we look at the program so far, if we put something in there, how do we actually get that data? So when I say press submit, I don't want it to say clicked, I want it to actually get the data there. So if it's an enter your name and you type in your name, you want to be able to use that in your program. So let's look, how can we do that? So when we click on the button, it's running the submit command. So the submit command here. So we'll need to put something in here in order to get the entry. Now, once again, Google is your friend. So Tkinter, what do we want? We want to get the value from an entry. Sounds good. Again, we got the same site, which is a good site. There are other websites out there that you can use, and generally one of the top results will tell you whatever you need. But this is saying what we can do. Okay, so what have we got here? To fetch the current entry text, use the get method. Okay, let's try that. So they're using E, which is their entry. We called ours answer, because we're going to have a question and an answer. So they called theirs E, we called ours answer, and then it's .get. Okay, let's see if that works. So now we can just say, okay, result equals answer, which is the name of our entry box, .get. And if we just print that, let's have a look. So if we put something in there, press submit, there we go. As simple as that. Okay, now this answer variable is not in this subroutine. It's using it as a global. And as you may know, I'm not a particular fan of globals. So how would we structure this in order to make it a lot more manageable? So you can make the program a lot bigger and it's not going to end up as a mess. Well, I'd go down the route of object orientation. I'd create an object which is the window. So we can create a class called, let's call it main. And we need the init, and self goes in there, and we'll just put pass there for now. Actually, what should we have? Should we have all the... We can put all of that stuff in there. We can put this submit at the bottom. Okay, let's try that. So let's put that submit inside the function. Put all of this inside of the init. Now instead of window, let's do self.window. So now we're creating the window object, which is part of the main, part of the object itself. So where else have we got window? Window there, and we can create the entry box as part of that as well. So now when we're clicking submit, we're not doing answer, we're doing self.answer. And what we want to do, create that, and then we can do my prog dot window.main loop after that. Let's see what that does. Doesn't like that. So variable submit reference before assignment. Okay, so it doesn't like this. So let's try self.submit. There we go. Because it's this function which is part of the object. Okay, so my text. Try hello, submit. Ooh, something's not quite right. Okay, submit function takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. Okay, this function, forgot to put the submit. Let's try this again. Submit that. There we go. It's working, and this is a lot more manageable, so you can create all your functions that you need. You can run the different functions of the object. We got everything there setting up nicely, and we got this which is running it. Personally, I probably have a function called run, and that's where I'd put that command and anything else you want when you're running it, and then you just say myprog.run, and then it will do that, and that should still work. Ooh, it says window is not defined because it's self.window. There we go. And it all still works. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea how it's nice to structure it, because this to me looks a lot neater. We can see we got our application here. We've got this which is starting it. We've got the various different functions which are doing whatever we want. We got all the things which is just creating all the GUI there. And if we wanted to create a different window, say a different window popping up, you can do that and create another class for each of the child windows which you're then creating. So if you're creating a settings window, you can have a class settings and launch that from here and close it, and you can interact between the two objects, and anything which you want to keep and reference in different places, make it belonging to the object rather than just part of the function. So hopefully that is useful and shows you a good way to structure your program and how to actually get the data from the various places. Best of luck.